Hello again. Now, National Treasury has budgeted another 36 billion rand to fund the extension of the COVID-19 social relief of distress grants until the end of March 2024. Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana says the old age and disability grant has increased by 90 rand from the 1st of April and a further 10 rand from the 1st of October to the total of 2,090 rand by the end of October. The child support grant rises from 480 to 510 rand on the 1st of October 2023. Now, while the foster care grant will increase from 1,050 to 1,070 rand. Hashtag Pay the Grants have been calling for a universal basic guarantee of minimum, basic income grant with the guarantee of minimum 1,500 rand for all. Now, for budget reaction, I'm joined now by Dedi Mabe, coordinator of Hashtag Pay the Grants. Dedi, good afternoon. Welcome to today. Your reaction, especially to the announcement by government around the social grants that it's been giving, and several of them I've just read will be going up, but there's no mention of the basic income grant.
Good afternoon to yourself and your listeners. We are deeply disturbed and troubled by the demeanor of the minister in particular with regards to the basic income grant. You know, this actually is a coming from his initial position when he came in as a minister. He had a very adverse position towards basic income grant, and there we are now. He's not mentioning anything. We are as deeply troubled as yourselves as to why would this be the case.
Okay.
Because
do you welcome the extension of the COVID-19 social relief of distress grants in the meantime, while you wait for more positive news in the future? Who knows about the basic income grant?
Look, the extension was mentioned by the president, to be quite honest, and I think the minister doesn't have an option, but had to adhere to what the president has already announced. As far as the minister is concerned, it is clear that he doesn't have appetite to cater for the unemployed, as if there is, prospects of jobs coming in. And last time he spoke about the what's called condition of talking about basic income grant on the condition that there is job, or rather there is economic growth. And we just want to remind the minister that there's been economic growth long before, during the time of President Thabo Mbeki. And what's called economic growth doesn't necessarily translate to employment, because then it was a economic growth without any jobs being created. So I don't know, or rather we don't know, what is his intention insofar as the unemployed are concerned. We are very, very much disappointed, to be quite honest.
Yeah, so you've called recently for a universal basic income grant of 1,500 rand. We are not near that. What are you going to do more to make sure government moves in that direction? What are you going to do next in your campaign as Hashtag Pay the Grants?
I will continue to mobilize support and solidarity from all angles, even including from within the network, because that is the only hope for the unemployed. You know, we must remind everybody that the unemployed are not stepchildren in this economy and in this country. We cannot have a situation where in the thinking around the economy, it's also, it's only concentrated around those who are employed, who are in total less than, say, 5 million people. What about the rest of the people that are supposed to be employed who are not employed because there is no appetite in this job market?
So in a nutshell, you are very
we will mobilize.
In a nutshell, as we conclude, sorry, Daddy, to cut in there, you are very disappointed with what you had today, the minister deliver when it comes to social grants, because he did not mention basic income grant.
Not only that, remember, there was a cut on the SRD budget already from 44 billion to 35.7, and from where we're sitting, that was meant to help fund the e-tolls as well as the national sovereign debt. Now, the question is the thinking from the minister and treasury saying this is actually a lifeboat ethics situation, wherein those who are outside the economy, they must see to finish. The economy is intended to cater for those who are employed and those who are rich. Because look into the tax situation as well. Why is the minister reluctant to tax the rich? As a matter of fact, he's giving more concessions, as if there is something sinful with taxing the rich, when most of the economy of this country is actually held by the very few that is reluctant to tax. We are extremely disappointed and angry, to be quite honest. But you see, the other thing is that the minister must be reminded that nothing happens without a cost. If you are forcing the unemployed to survive, unfortunately, they will use any other way. And this will actually result in a situation that we are sitting with at the moment, where in a lot of how do we put this? A lot of, like the 2021 July unrest that came up. A lot of experts are actually pointing that to the rate of unemployment. The issue of vandalism that is going around, experts are pointing to unemployment. Now, the minister must accept that there is no way that we are going to force people into a survival mode, and you expect the society to be normal. Okay. That is not going to happen.
Okay, thank you very much, Dedi Mabe, from a coordinator from #PayTheGrants, giving us his reaction as an organization to what they heard about the social grants. They're disappointed that there's still no mention of what government really is going to be doing about a basic income grant.